Hey, I'm meteorologist Doug Myers with the latest forecast heading into this Friday. We made it to the end of the week. We've had several rounds of rain at times over the course of the week. Temperatures yesterday in the mid to upper 70s, and we did have about a half inch of rain in Billard Airport, 0.41 at Forbes, and 0.3 in Manhattan, and 2/3 of an inch in Concordia. Taking a look at our rainfall this week, we had some of the heavier rainfall in several areas, but south of I-70, especially along in south of I-35, where you see some purple just to the east of Burlington and Anderson County, 3 inches plus worth of rainfall there. And taking a look at where we stand now for the month, still behind for Topeka, exactly where it should be, 2 inches exactly in Emporia, a little bit above, or well above average in Manhattan, and a little bit below average in Concordia. More is on the way though, so don't be worried if you are still behind. That's so much today. Other than the fog this morning, it'll generally be sunny, so have those sunglasses ready to go with upper 70s and low 80s across the area for today, as that cloud cover and fog will dissipate by midday. Plenty of sun this afternoon, and then we might get a slight chance of some rain, especially along the Nebraska-Kansas border this evening, so I don't think it's going to be a huge impact on any potential Friday evening plans that you have, including any football games, but it is a possibility to be mindful of, so just keep that in mind. Otherwise, we'll increase our chances for rain throughout the overnight periods and into Saturday morning. I think for the most part, it looks like Saturday morning might have the better opportunity for rain compared to the afternoon, but I will hold on to a low chance all day. And you'll notice that from this computer model that I just showed you, the rainfall that we'll have through tomorrow. North central Kansas and areas mainly south of I-70 getting the bulk of the rainfall. We're going to add on to that, though, potentially as we head into late Saturday night into the day on Sunday. This model shows most of the rain along and south of I-70 during the day for the second half of the weekend, and then clearing out as we head into the evening hours. So won't be an all-day event, but it is certainly something that we'll be keeping an eye on. We're still keeping an eye on, obviously, some big differences in our computer models on how much rain for the next 3 days, and specifically for the weekend. So taking a look at Saturday morning, so this doesn't include anything that potentially may fall tonight, but Saturday morning through Sunday evening, the European model not bringing a whole lot of rain to much of the area. The GFS, however, has that rain a little bit further to the northwest. So there still remains some minor details that still need to be worked out. But here's what I'm thinking. Here's what we're looking at as far as taking action. I think we're dry today, although keeping an eye on this evening. We're in that consider plain B still maybe dry category, especially in the morning on Saturday. But for the most part, I probably still could have us in the yellow on Saturday. I certainly have it in the mostly dry hit and miss category Sunday and especially into Monday. And then we increase it at least to the highest chance for the next 5 days being on Tuesday. Still consider plain B still maybe dry category, still being 5 days out where things can change. But that's going to set up a on and off shower and thunderstorm opportunity heading into next week as well. So I could almost put in a rain chance every day for the next 8 days, but I'm keeping rain chances out of the 8 day, out of the days that have the lowest, absolute lowest probability of rain. That's today. That's next Thursday and Friday. We may get a lower chance of rain on Sunday compared to Saturday, but you see that lightning bolts still there. On Sunday, there's still an off chance that there still might be a brief shower thunderstorm. So even though the model that I showed you had a pretty good chance of rain along in south of I-70, there are other models that don't have as much rain on Sunday. So that's why I'm not totally convinced by just looking at that model. When I'm looking at other computer models and based on the computer models that I've seen so far this week, I'm still not totally convinced on how this weekend's going to play out with rain-wise. I know it's hard. I'm going to be enjoying and volunteering at Tap That downtown Topeka. I want to know if I'm going to be dealing with rain both at the setup in the morning and in the evening. I want to know that. I don't have the answer. I'm sorry. I don't have the answer. But the chance of rain exists. Thunderstorms exist too. Temperatures for the most part in the upper 70s and low 80s through Monday, and then because of the high rain chance as we head into Tuesday and Wednesday, more in the mid 70s. Obviously, it could be cooler for those that do get more rain. All right, when I spend a little bit of time, this is about maybe 90 seconds worth of our extended outlooks. Obviously, I show this every day, so this is our typical graphic I show on a daily basis. or probability of above average for both temperature and precipitation for the most part in both the 6 to 10 and 8 to 14 day outlook. But I also want to show you that Climate Prediction Center also released their October outlook and also the 90-day outlook. So here's the October outlook. We have equal chances of drier than normal, wetter than normal for northeast Kansas, but drier than normal in southeastern Kansas. Temperature-wise, we have equal chances of below normal temperatures and above normal temperatures. All right, so that's October. That will be updated on November 1st. Well, October 31st, but I'll show it to you November 1st. And then as far as the October and November, hang on a second, that should be a 3-month period, not a 2-month period. So specifically, that is October, November, and December. Apologies. October, November, and December. Probability of drier than normal conditions for most of Kansas. Higher probability out in western Kansas, though. And then October, November, and December, the 3-month period, probability of above average temperatures. Now, this does not mean we're not going to get cold during that 3-month stretch to round out the year. It just means that for the most part, we're going to be above average. Let's take it on a day-by-day basis, especially with our rain chances coming up over the next several days. That includes this weekend, so keep checking back in daily. We'll keep you updated, and if there are any changes to the forecasts, we'll let you know. Have a great day.